In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing a new FiveM Eulen mod menu. Click the first link in the description and enjoy the video. Alright, once you're loading the FiveM, you want to click insert on your keyboard to open the Eulen menu. In your menu, you have your player options, which you can heal yourself. You can also give yourself armor, revive yourself, and give yourself random outfits, and give yourself God mode and other stuff like invisibility, server invisibility, anti-AFK, teleport. And then we have our movement options, which we can turn on free cam, no clip, fast run, and other stuff like ragdoll, other things. And then we can also change our walking style, which is really cool. Then if we go up here and click the outfit button, we have our outfit tab, which we can change our outfit from in here if we want to, instead of the FiveM menu or clothing, whatever. Then if we go back up here and go to our teleport, we can actually teleport to locations coordinates if you already have them, or you can just set a waypoint and just click set waypoint of coordinates and teleport to that coordinates, which is right here. Then we have our auto teleport, which if we click on and turn on and then we make a waypoint, we can automatically teleport to that waypoint, which is crazy. I love that part. Then we have our point of entrance, which is already preset, so if we already have something in mind, we can teleport to there. Then we can also make names and save the current location, so we can have like configs in here if we already have places set already. So like if you're a person that is a FiveM server and want to grind all day, you could just save the location, automatically teleport back and forth. Then we have our combat section, which is our aimbot, so we can also have legit presets, which I've never seen this in any menu, but this is generally fire. We have our legit and preset already rage, which is already comes in with the menu, and if you turn this on, this is enable aimbot. We also have magic bullet, FOV, we can control the FOV space, and then we can change the target bone to whatever we want to, like the bone, random, chest, or whatever. Then we have our other options, target priorities. We can target NPCs, reduce recoil if we want to, and reduce visible people. Then we have our silent aim, which is literally the same thing as aimbot, but a little bit different, and the same thing as magic bullet, but magic bullet is basically shooting through walls, which is really crazy. I love that in a lot of menus that they keep that so far. Then if we turn on draw FOV, we can control our FOV from here if we want to. We can also change the target bone for here for our magic bullet and silent aim. Then we have our target NPCs, and now we have our trigger bot, which is, if you know what trigger bot is, literally rage cheating, to be honest. You turn it on, it will shoot when the person is in your crosshair. Then if we go up here, we go to our weapon spawner, we can also spoof weapons in, which if we pick like a pistol or something and spawn it in, and it's also spoof, so you won't get banned if you click on spoof. And we can also spawn all weapons and remove weapons. Then we can remove the weapon we have currently in our hand if we want to, just like that, boom, it's gone. We have infinite ammo, no reload, no spread, blah blah blah, all that good stuff, you know. We have our vehicle tab, which we could spawn in vehicles, but who really cares about this? Best thing I love about these is the Tesla mode. When you turn it on and you click a waypoint, it will automatically drive for you, which I love a lot. And we have our main, which is our ESP, which I love so much. If we turn all these on, if there are people around us, then it'll probably show. If you don't know what ESP will look like, this is what it look like. I'll pop it up on the screen. Then we have our custom crosshair, which we can set crosshairs in there, if you can see right here. Oh, ESP right there. If you turn on ESP, you can actually see the NPCs and stuff, but you can also turn that off if you want to. Enable NPCs, look, they're literally gone, but you could just put on player or enable NPCs. I recommend turning it off if you're just going for cheating, to be honest. Then we have our line ESP, so if we turn this on, we have lines to the NPCs and stuff, which is really cool. Then we have our animal ESP, which I recommend don't turn it on, because why would you need a ESP for animals? But hey, bro. We have our health, name, we can also see names on them if we want to. Then we have the same thing for our vehicle options, which has the same presets as ESP. Then we have our miscellaneous options, which is display spectators, so if we have any admin spectators, it will show up right here. Then we have force third person, force mini map, and other stuff. Enable crosshair, and enable object ESPs, which we're not going to get into because we don't need that right now. Then we have our players. If there are recent players around us, then we can teleport to them, which it shows up right here. It'll show my server ID, my health, and other things. Then I can also spectate that player, but I can't spectate myself because I am myself. And I can also burn, kill myself, launch, give myself weapons, do so many things, which is crazy, which Eulen didn't have back then, but now it's updated, so it's really crazy. You can also teleport to that person and force their hands up, which is insane, so you can rob them in any server, and you can also steal their outfits. Then we have our vehicle tab, which if we see vehicles around us, I'm pretty sure we can teleport to them, but there's no vehicles. I don't know why it's showing the vehicle here, but we can teleport to them, unlock their vehicle, repair, destroy it, and we can also delete in NPC hijack, which I love if you're a troller. Then we have our execute. If you have any execute or whatever, blah blah blah, if you know how to use this, you put your script in and then boom. Then we have our research tabs, which so we can dump servers and stop them if we want. Then we have our event longer. Same thing. If you know what event longer is, it's literally just like if you're running a job, you can literally click it and you can go to the reloop, and you know, we have our trigger finder. Once you load into the server, it'll probably find triggers depending on which server you have. Now lastly, if you click this up in the top right, this is our settings, menu settings, which we can turn our watermark off in the bottom on the top right, and then enable map TP and stream proof. We can also make it stream proof if we want to. We can also change the watermark location, which I recommend the left side. It looks better, to be honest. Menu keybind, we can also change our menu keybind. I recommend setting this to like right shift, to be honest. It's more easier. If you don't have 100% keyboard, 75%, recommend turning on the right shift. Then we have our pen and keybind. So this is, if you know what this is basically fully turns off the menu when you're getting PC checked or whatever. Then we have our block input, so we're not just random punching and looking around. Also have a button for custom menu accent. You can change the menu colors and all that, which is insane. I love that for a lot of menus. They're getting crazy nowadays, bro. We can also change the menu scale, make this menu look more bigger, which is insane. Oh my god, that's big, bro. Yeah, which I really like that feature. Also, if you guys want this menu for yourself, I recommend click on the link description. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.